What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Let's get ready to get this thing started. Do a quick little show and probably call it, man. Won't be too long tonight. Give me just 1 minute, everybody. 1 minute. All right, all right. So appreciate everybody for hanging with me tonight, man. We're gonna quickly talk about some of the free agency moves we done seen in the NBA. We won't. It's been a good. It ain't been a really crazy movement, but it been some things that happened. Let's run through it. We'll talk a little bit on the big things, and then I'll go into free agency and just kind of run through some things that have happened thus far. Hey, what's good, Tony? How you doing, bro? So we're just gonna quickly run through some free agency talk, and then we're gonna head out. We won't really do too much talk today because it is late in the time zone that I'm in right now. Well, not as late as it normally would be, but it's an hour behind my normal time zone. All right, so let's quickly start off with my Atlanta Hawks. Shout out to the Hawks first. Hawks had an excellent free agency, a really good free agency, made good moves. I got nothing but good business, man. Good and busy making money, nice, bro, nice. Always a good thing to be making that money, man. Make that money, bro. Make that money. Nice. I'll be back. I'll be going back to work in another 3 weeks. I'll go back to work. My 2 month vacation will be over with. Be back into the classroom. So I'm gonna quickly talk about my Hawks real quick. So Atlanta Hawks made a lot of good moves. Made a lot. We managed to get Nikhil Alexander from the Minnesota Timberwolves, Luke Kennard, who you see on the screen right now. Um, man, somebody else we got. Let me see if I can go back to my page and see who else we managed to pick up. Let me go back out of it. We picked up a good bit of people. I can't remember everybody we picked up by heart, but let me see who else. Who else? It was somebody else. Yeah, we uh, man. Let me see. Can I look it up real quick? I'm gonna go off of this for right now. I'm a reseller, bro. It's been working out great. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. What all you don't manage to resell so far? What stuff you don't sold? Uh, Atlanta Hawks. Not looking for that. All right, Atlanta Hawks. Free agency. All right, so hopefully everybody can see that on the screen. So what the Hawks managed to pick up throughout the free agency right now, we managed to get Nikhil Alexander. We got Kristaps Porzingis, which is actually another good pickup. Hopefully, hopefully Porzingis is healthy, because that's really going to determine the whole thing. If he's healthy, then that's a really good pickup. Then we picked up a couple more pieces as well. We also signed Luke Kennard, sharpshooter. Then we got, and one of the biggest thing I really like the most that the Hawks did too is not only they are improving themselves for this upcoming season, but you got an unprotected first round pick for next year's draft from either New Orleans having a bad season or the Bucks having a bad season. Either one of them do terrible, you gonna get a high draft pick next year. So that is a plus. Who knows that draft pick, that unprotected first round draft pick, could possibly turn into the number one pick next year. Who knows? So that's good. You can use that as a trade asset to improve the roster even more. So hey, Atlanta Hawk had a really good free agency and a good draft. Of course, we did lose Clint Capella, and that's okay. We lost Clint. Um, see what else? What else? What else? We did something else too. We got somebody else. I actually had everybody written down. I don't got it on my on my phone right now. I gotta see who else did we pick up. But Atlanta Hawks had a good free agency. They did their thing this summer, and I really want to say shout out to Trey, man. Trey went out here. He went and recruited. He went and recruited a lot of people. I guess you could say he might possibly been tampering, but Trae Young did a lot. Trae Young was really doing his thing, man. He went out here and helped really recruit for the Atlanta Hawks. So the Hawks gotten better. Hawks have gotten better. Hawks got Nall, Luke Kennard. We got us a nice young big man, and then we got Porzingis. Bro, we can actually do something in the East this year. And then we still got our number one pick from last year. And then all the rest of our young pieces, bro. The Hawks got a solid team. The Hawks are at least a top 5 team in the East. Legit. I mean, I guess right now, with the injuries too for Pacers and Boston, the East is wide open. The East is open for anybody to win. So if I had to do a ranking of the East, just off the top of my head, I don't know what next season gonna look like, of course, but probably Cleveland, should be New York. You know what? I'm gonna say Atlanta. Atlanta number 3. I might actually bet money on that. Honestly, Atlanta be number 3. I might bet money on that. Atlanta be the 3rd seed in the East, and then Orlando. Then you might go into the Bucks and all that, in the Boston. We're gonna see. But I want to say shout out to Atlanta. Good off season, good start. They going in the right direction, man. The right direction. And honestly, what a lot of people don't realize, Atlanta is actually the favorite to possibly land Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy if we were to manage to get Giannis. If we manage to get Giannis, that would be crazy. Like, what? So, shout out to the Hawks. You had a good offseason. Continue to do good, man. Continue to make moves, get better. Hey, let's make a run, man. We haven't made a run to the NBA Finals since. Well, we of course we didn't go to the finals, but we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. We haven't did that since 2021. You got a chance with this roster to do it. The East is wide open. Nickeil Alexander, you got defense. Luke Kennard, you got shooting. Chris Porzingis, you got length, good offense to add onto the flow. A good player to come off your bench. And then you still got a good solid team with Trae Young there, bro. You have enough to possibly come out this Eastern Conference. It is wide open. There is no Boston. There is no Indiana. You have a legitimate shot. Anybody can come out the East right now, but you have a chance to actually do it, Atlanta. Take advantage, man. Take advantage. Whatever I can find for cheap, bro. I buy it cheap, sell for more. I don't sell unless I make good profit lately. I've been buying like Switch 1 consoles cheap and Xbox and PlayStation consoles. Gotcha. That's smart. That's a smart way to make money. That's smart. So Atlanta, do those things that I mentioned, man. You can make a run to the finals. So I'm gonna repeat it one more time, and then we're gonna move to the next topic. Atlanta, you picked up Nickeil Alexander, Kristaps Porzingis, Luke Kennard. Good role players, really good role players. Actually, you could put Nickeil Alexander in the starting lineup if you wanted to, but whatever you decide to do, adding to what you already got, you got a solid team. This team is good enough to win the East. They can do it, especially in a weak Eastern Conference right now. This team is good enough to win. This team is good enough to get to the NBA Finals. Atlanta, you have a shot. I believe in you. I believe in you. All right, let's talk about the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets. So we already know. We already know the Houston Rockets landed Kevin Durant. We know that. So let's go and put KD on the screen. There we go. So we already know KD went to Houston. KD's a Houston Rocket, man. Houston Rockets got him better. They got him better. Houston was a number 2 seed last year, and they flipped Jalen Green into that 7-foot monster, into Kevin Durant. I hate they lost Dylan Brooks, but that's fine. I'm gonna tell you why that's okay, because you managed to keep your young assets. You managed to keep Şengün, Thompson, all them young boys on that Houston Rockets team. You managed to keep all of them to get Kevin Durant. That's a smart move. Houston's gotten better. Then they added Clint Capella. They got another good backup center or starting center. It's up to you, but you got a good center. He probably coming off the bench. And then the one I really like the most, they got a 3-and-D guard, DFS from the Lakers. The Lakers, that was bad that you let him walk, but I also understand why you did it. But that's a tough loss. So yeah, they got DFS. That's a good pickup for the Houston Rockets. He can play defense. He can shoot the 3. Rockets gotten better, man. I think on this one, this is gonna be the first Kevin Durant start since Golden State. He's gonna be in a chance to actually win a championship. He got a chance. He's gonna be in a good situation. It won't be easy. It will not be easy. The Western Conference is brutal. It is brutal, man. It is brutal in the West. And that's why I got what you see on that screen right there. Could we be on the verge of possibly seeing a Houston versus OKC Western Finals? Possibly. You know, we don't know if Oklahoma gonna get better, and we don't know if Houston gonna get there. Who knows? Could be Denver, could be LA Lakers, could be Clippers, could be my Warriors. Who knows? We don't know. But what we do know, Houston gotten better. This is a real championship team. I know last year that there was a number 2 seed, but we all know they weren't going to win nothing with that young team. This one can win something. This one can beat Oklahoma. This one can beat Minnesota, Lakers, Warriors. This team can do it. They're good enough. On paper, they are good enough. But we got to see what they look like on the court. Just because they look good on paper, don't mean they're going to look good on the court. So we're gonna see. So my conference final prediction for the West, Houston, Oklahoma. I think these two might collide against each other. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm tempted to say Denver. Denver could be in the mix. Denver could be in the Western Conference Finals. I like the moves Denver made. I'm gonna talk about them in a little bit too. But these two teams could end up going against each other. Who knows? Oklahoma didn't really do anything. They did, of course, give they gave their star player his max. They gave Mr. Free Throw. They gave him his max. Let's pull him up real quick. They gave SGA his max, so SGA signed his $200+ million contract. Well deserved, Mr. MVP. He deserves it. So he signed his contract. Oklahoma still going to be good. Oklahoma is still young, and they're going to continue to get better and better. That's what made Oklahoma so scary. They won a title with a young team that have not even hit their full potential. They're not even in their prime yet. That's what made Oklahoma so dangerous. They're not in their prime, and they don't want a title without being in their prime. Just imagine when they get in their prime. Game over, man. Game over. Is it going to be scary facing Rockets in the playoff? It is. It's going to be scary going against them, man. They stacked. They are absolutely stacked. They are like covered in different places. They got defense. They got a center. You got a scorer. You got lockdown. You got 2 lockdown defenders, man. You got Thompson and DFS who can play defense. You got KD. You need a bucket. Give him the ball. He got you. You need somebody to take over in the last couple seconds. KD, give me the ball. He got you. You got a center. You need rebounds. Clint Capella, them got you. Şengün, they got you. You need offense. Şengün got you. Bro, these boys got it made. And then the one part that I'm not mentioning about the Houston Rockets, they got a good coach. They got a good coach. A good coach who's been to the finals before. He know what he doing. I'm telling you, the Houston Rockets can be a really good team. They could sit here and make a legitimate run next season. And we're going to see what they do. As I say, they look good on paper. Let's see how they look on the court. The court going to tell everything. But the one thing I can guarantee, I can't guarantee they're going to be in the Western Conference Finals. But what I can guarantee, this is going to be the first team that Kevin Durant signs with. That is going to be really good. This is going to be the first team outside of Golden State that's going to be really good. I know he went through turmoil in Phoenix. I know he went through some chaos in Brooklyn. It ain't going to be none of that this time. You're going to be in a very good situation. You got a very well coach. You got a good core right around you. Ime Udoka going to have them boys ready. Ime Udoka going to have them boys playing defense. I like the Houston Rockets squad. I like them. I really do. Right now, I'm not able to pick who I think will come out the West. But what I can say, I'm probably in between OKC, Houston, and Denver. Those are my three teams. I'm like, these three, they can come out the West. They can do it. Everybody else, I don't know right now. I got to see how everybody else look. I don't know about them right now. I don't know. These three, I feel like you can comfortably say, okay, these guys are they're gonna be in the race to go to the finals. They're gonna be there. Everybody else, I'm like, I don't know, man. I gotta see you play. But Oklahoma, of course, like I said, they're young. They're only improving. Shout out to them for winning the championship. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see how that plays out. But Houston Rockets is a real deal, man. They're gonna be a threat next season. They're gonna be out here balling. You better watch out for them Houston Rockets, man. You better watch out. All right, let's go and talk about the DeAndre Ayton signing. Shout out to Laker Nation, man. You guys finally, and I mean finally, got that center that you need. So, Lakers got their center. That's what they needed. That's what they needed in the playoff. What got the Lakers butt whooped so badly in the playoff was no center. Just a matchup problem. Too little. They made Rudy Gobert look like Wilt Chamberlain. Can't have that, man. So you got your center. Is he really the center that we needed? Based on what was available in the market, I'm gonna probably say yeah. Probably was what you needed. Like, I'm gonna say it like this way. Do I think you could have got something better? Possibly, but in order to get something better, you were gonna have to give up a lot. So, for what was available, like what was just out there wise, that was a good pickup for what was out there wise. Plus, you got them for free. You didn't have to trade nobody. You got them for free. So it's almost like you're not really losing much, other than a season. If you would have failed, you might lose a season, but you didn't lose no assets to turn into something else. What Ayton's good at? Very good pick and roll person. He has a very nice hook shot. Good at it. He got a pretty good close range jump shot, and he's pretty good around. He a pretty good rebound. He's a very good rebound. You should get almost a double from Ayton most of the time. What he's not that great at, defense is not his world strong point. Defense, he's not really a great rim protector. So I wouldn't say don't expect a lot of rim protection from Ayton. But what I will say is that he's gonna give you some good stuff on offense. So he'll probably get plenty of alleys from Luka, plenty of them. My only concern about Ayton is that what is his motor gonna be there? It's the motivation. he's gonna be there. Is he gonna be mature? Because that's what happened in Portland and Phoenix. In Phoenix, he had issues with Monty Williams and Chris Paul. Immature. Not only immature, but his drives wasn't there. It was like he lacked it motivation. There was so many. There was some couple of games. There's a clip on the internet where I think they played against Denver, and Aiden was just watching these dudes just rebound. He just watching Jokic and them get the rebound. He wasn't even trying. Like legit, he was not trying. He was just watching. Portland, he heard he had issues with him in Portland. Something about I know he had one issue where it was a snowstorm or something, and he couldn't come to the game or something. Like he did stuff like that. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. You got to be motivated, man. That ain't gonna cut it in LA, bro. You're gonna be out of town very quick if you do that here. Oh yeah, he's probably the best center we had in a while, but damn, we need defense a little well. Yeah, I mean he was the best thing to go after, man. It's either him or what Al Horford. Al Horford ain't what you really need. I think Al Horford would be Al Horford would be a good pick if you were getting him for like rotation. But I think DeAndre Ayton was the best choice to get right now. But defense wise, yeah, I don't expect too much for defense. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't expect a lot on defense from him. You gonna get some good offense, but defense probably not. Yeah, our whole lineup can't play defense. We're screwed. Yeah, we're screwed. I ain't gonna lie to you, Tony. You might be right, bro. Right now, your starting lineup is Luka. We know he doesn't really play defense like that. AR, not a good defense. He's like a cone on defense. LeBron, sometimes he play defense, sometimes he don't. But he like about to be 41. That's understandable with LeBron not playing defense as good as he used to. That's understandable. You're gonna have DeAndre Ayton. He's okay. Not great, but okay. And then you're gonna have Rui. Rui's not the world greatest defender either. Yeah, you don't have no good perimeter defense. The defensive issue really gonna be on that perimeter. Luka, LeBron, and Reeves. That's a lot of defense liability on that court. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a lot of defense liability. Well, this is his last chance to prove he's worth a max extension. I think he'll play great this year, especially playing with Brian Luka. Yeah, you know what? I think he's gonna be better too. I think Aiden's gonna be better. My thing is this. I think he's gonna be better. But here's my thing about Aiden. And this is something I wanted to say on Laker Fast Break too. I didn't really think about to say it when I was on this show. But I think Aiden can be okay if you're not asking a lot from him. If you're asking him to be like number one pick type of stuff, or asking him to do like all-star stuff, now I'm like, bro, you might be asking too much from him. You might be asking him to do something that I don't know if he can do that or not. So I feel like if you're asking him to almost like, hey, we need you to be a key player on this team, then you're in trouble. You're asking too much. But if you're just asking him to just play your role and do your job, and that's it, then you might be okay. You might be okay at that point. But if you're asking him to do this and this, to be the man or something, like, bro, he ain't gonna play that well. You gotta let this man just play his role, and that's it. Just play your role, man. Just rebound, give me a couple points, that's it. He should be able to do that. But if you're asking this man to be a major contributor, you're gonna be in trouble if you're asking that. So that's what I think. I think that is gonna be the key to his success. What type of role are you gonna have on this Lakers team? And just don't be asking this man to do so much. And then lastly, the rest of it gonna be on him. You gotta be motivated. You gotta have a drive. You can't come here pouting and all that. You can't do that, man. You gotta come here to play basketball. That's it. You come into focus, doing what you gotta do. You're gonna have a good year, and you're gonna probably go into free agency making some good money next year. Close to be able to make about 20, 30 million. You'll be up there. So that's what he gotta do, man. That's what DeAndre Ayton got to do. He do that, he gonna be fine. But we gonna see how he do, and this is it. This is his last chance to turn things around. Didn't go well in Portland. Of course, we know things did not end that well in Phoenix. This is it. If he come out here and fail, you gonna probably be through. Ain't nobody gonna fool with you no more, man. This is it. So Ayton got to show up and show out. You in purple and gold, man. Ain't no better jersey to wear than purple and gold. That's the right place to come show out at. Just remember now, a lot of eyes are gonna be on DeAndre Ayton because you're in LA. It's a difference from playing with the Lakers to Portland. There's a difference for playing with the Lakers and Phoenix. Just saying, man. All right. Now they're gonna do regular free agency talk. Kind of coming towards the end of the whole show now. Coming towards the end. So Denver Nuggets made some good moves. We'll take this off the screen. So let's pull up Denver Nuggets real quick. So Denver made some good moves too. Denver managed to get a backup center, something they really needed for a while now. Yeah, we got to wrap up this show because my battery's dying. So Denver got what they needed. They needed the backup center. They got that in Valanciunas. I know Valanciunas kind of was wanting to go to play overseas in Greek, but the Denver Nuggets going to make him, do his contract. So we're going to see how that comes out. So Denver got Valanciunas, got their backup center. And then they also finally fixed the thing that I've been saying that they needed to fix in Denver. And that was depth. Fix the bench. They did that. So Denver went and got Cam Johnson. They flipped Michael Porter Jr. to Cam Johnson. And they brought back a very familiar person, Bruce Brown. They brought him back. And Bruce Brown will probably play better in Denver because he don't had a rough stretch in Toronto and Indiana. He did not play well. Being back in familiar territory and eating a little bit of humble pie, he's gonna ball. So Bruce Brown will probably be better. About like DeAndre Ayton. He should be better. You should be better knowing that, hey, you got to step up now. So I think Denver had a really good offseason. Really, really good offseason to me. They improved their depth, and they got a backup big who can play alongside Jokic and give him some minutes to take a break. So now Denver should be able to take Jokic off the court and have offense still on the court. One of the biggest issues that Denver had last season was when Jokic went to the bench to take a break. Whenever he took a break, the Denver Nuggets offense just fall apart. They can't get no offense going. That was a big issue they had. A very big issue. If Jokic was not on that court, offense just disappears. They go on a drought. Can't get nothing going. You couldn't rely on the bench at all. You just couldn't rely on their depth. But now they got depth. You got Valanciunas, Cam Johnson, and Bruce Brown. You got depth now, and that's what they needed. That is what Denver needed the most, and they got that now. So now this upcoming season, hey, when Jokic going to the bench to take a break, you should still have offense. Your depth, your bench should be able to hold the lead while Jokic is resting, and that'll go very good into the playoffs. And then they coach who they just hired full time, who was the interim coach. He'll have a full season now with the roster. So I like what Denver did. Denver got better to me. They got better. And think about it. Denver with a flawed roster took the defending champions to Game 7. Game 7 with that roster. With this roster, they might would have won Game 7. Who knows? With this roster, they can make it to the finals now. They can get back. It's good enough. So let's see how they do this season with a better bench now and good depth. We're gonna see how that turns out. Let me say anybody else who has some good free agency moves. Like I say, there haven't really been a lot going on in the NBA with free agency wise, man. I'm trying to think anyone else, man, I can think of. Oh, we'll talk about the Clippers real quick. Clippers are on the verge of getting Bradley Beal. The Clippers are on the verge of getting Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is looking to be signed by the Clippers because of they moved Norman Paul to Miami, and now they got that. Now they got that space to sign someone, and a lot of signs are pointing to Bradley Beal. But outside of Bradley Beal, the Clippers have had a pretty good offseason too. They signed Brook Lopez. That's a good pickup for them. Adding more to that depth, and Bradley Beal would be a good pickup. They can add on with James Harden, who disappears in the playoffs, so Bradley Beal can help with that issue. So Clippers, did some nice things. Nothing major, but something nice. And let's get ready to wrap up the show now. On one thing I really want to talk about that's very disappointing, and that's the Milwaukee Bucks, man. The Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks, man. I don't know what they're doing. They let go of Damian Lillard, and the reports are Giannis was not happy about that. But that's not the part that I want to talk about. The part that I want to talk about the most is the Giannis situation. This team is not good enough, man. They went out here, they signed Miles Turner. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Miles Turner's a good pickup. But it doesn't make this team a championship team. This team is not a contender. This team is just pretenders to me. They're just wannabes. They're pretenders. I'm going to be honest with you. What I think is going to end up happening with the Milwaukee Bucks, they're going to end up having to probably trade Giannis in the middle of the season. I'm going to go out there on a limb and say it. I'm going to make a prediction. Giannis will be traded to a different team by the trade deadline. Because this team is going to be somewhere around the 6th or 7th seed, and that's pitiful, man. That's pitiful to be in that range when you got a top 3 player and your roster is kind of expensive. That's pretty bad, man. That's pretty bad. So when this season goes in flames, they're going to end up trading Giannis, and I think they should. I think they need to go in and rebuild this franchise, start over from scratch. It's time. Let Giannis go somewhere else and win. Send him to Atlanta. You want to win? We got you. But no, on a serious note, you're going to have to do something, though. Because this team ain't going to win, bro. There's no point of Giannis wasting his prime with a team that can't win. There's no point, bro. There's no point. Get out of there, man, and go win. Get out of there, bro. Do yourself a favor. Go somewhere where you can win. Milwaukee, trade him, get some assets, rebuild your team. It's time. It is time. Clippers couldn't win with Kawhi and PG. They ain't winning with Bill and Kawhi. Probably not. Hey, probably not. I'm beginning to think the Clippers are cursed. The Clippers might be cursed, man. The Clippers' best chance to win a title might be in 2020. I ain't gonna lie to you. 2020 might be in their best chance, and they blew it. So, hey, it is what it is for that franchise, man. It is what it is for them. But let's wrap it up with the Milwaukee Bucks talk. Milwaukee, man, you really need to go into rebuilding, man. Rebuild, trade Giannis, and get some assets. I know you don't want to do it. I know you don't want to restart, rebuild. I know you don't want to go through them dark days. But, man, it's over. It's over. Championship window is closed. It's over. Move on, man. Move on. Clippers are definitely cursed. They are. They are cursed. What do you think? Dan goes? I wouldn't be surprised if he went to Miami. He really wanted to go to Miami in the first place. So maybe Miami. But I'm going to tell you what I would like to see him go to. He's from the Bay Area, right? Come to Golden State. Come to Golden State. I would like to see him in Golden State. That would be dope. But I'm not for sure where he'll go at this point. I'm not for sure. I really just not for sure, man. I'm not for sure who really needed service. So I gotta do some research to see what makes a perfect fit for Dame. Did you hear Nikola Jokic isn't signing an extension? I did not. I did not know that. When did that happen? I didn't know nothing about that. He refused to sign an extension? Oh boy. It might be trouble in paradise in Denver, boy. If that's true, it's gonna be trouble in paradise. Jokic might become a free agent very soon. Yeah, I think Dame makes sense if he goes to the Nuggets. He start he starts and bring Murray out. Hey, could do that. Could do that. Or be vice versa. Maybe Dame willing to come off the bench. And then Murray still start. It's hard to say. But that would work. He would really be a good fit for Denver too. Yeah, he told Nuggets he hasn't signed an extension. Look it up. Oh shoot. Let me look that up real quick. How much power my laptop got? 20%. All right, got no time. All right, take a look. What the hell? Oh man, he refused to sign a contract extension. Okay, now that is interesting. He refused to sign. Oh wow, he really did refuse to sign. That's crazy. Might be smart what he doing. He trying to make more money too. He might be doing it to make more money though. That's what I'm thinking too. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, Tony. What he might be doing. Yeah, I see it right here too. According to Denver Post, Jokic will be eligible to potentially sign a 292 million extension with the Nuggets if he waits till next season. That is worth 80 million more than what the 30-year-old superstar is eligible to sign this summer. So that makes sense to wait. Don't sign the contract now and wait till then because you'll make more money. That makes sense. I would do that too. I would do that. Like, if I know I can make $292 million if I wait till the next following season, I would do that too. So if that is what he's doing, that's smart. That's smart. Or maybe you want to see what's out there. I don't know, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But if it was me, I would wait. I would wait, knowing I can make that much money if I wait. So that would be smart to do that. Similar to Austin Reeves refused to sign and wait to get paid more. Yeah, I knew Austin was gonna do that. I figured he would do it. I knew he would make more money if he wait. If he wait next season, he can make up to 90 to 100 some million or more. I figured he would do it. I still think they should have traded him, man. I really think the Lakers are, playing around, man. Austin gonna end up leaving for more money. They did let DFS walk for free, and to me, now I'm gonna get ready to wrap up this podcast before my laptop die on me. The biggest thing I'm gonna say is when the Lakers let DFS walk, losing DFS is not that bad. It's the fact that you let him walk for nothing. You traded asset to get this man, and he walked for nothing. You got nothing back. You just basically gave away picks for a player who didn't even stay that long. So you gonna basically let Austin Reeves walk for free when you can get a good bit back from him, man? You gonna trade that man? Yeah, they can still sell him during the season. Yeah, they better. I mean, okay, trade him during the season. Yeah, they better trade him ASAP, man. Yeah, they better trade him because if they let Austin just walk for nothing, bro, that's gonna be an epic failure on Rob Pelinka. You can't let that happen, man. You can't let that type of player walk for free. Nah, man, you gotta trade him for something. He got value. Trade him for something. You're not gonna get no All-Star player back. That's what getting in the way of the Lakers with trading him. The Lakers want an All-Star caliber player back for Austin Reeves. You're not gonna get that. There is no GM like Nico Harrison gonna be that stupid to trade an All-Star for a role player. Like, no, man, I ain't doing that. or let me put a little more respect to Austin Reed's name. They're not gonna trade you an all-star for a borderline all-star player. Like, no, get that out of here. If I'm gonna trade you an all-star, you're gonna give me a all-star, not a borderline, an all-star. I don't want no borderline. I want them right on the dot, all-star. And that's what the Lakers are trying to get. And they're not gonna get that. You're gonna have to take a little bit of a loss. I ain't saying you gotta go take a bum or something, but or go get a raggedy, or go get a sorry role player or something. No, get some good ass at that. But we're gonna see what happened with the Austin Reed situation. That's gonna get interesting, I'm telling you. That Austin Reed situation gonna get very interesting. But we're gonna go and get ready to end this podcast before my laptop dies on me. Appreciate everyone for coming by to hanging out with me. Appreciate you, Tony, for hanging out with me, bro. We will probably do another live stream this week and probably talk about maybe what's gonna happen with next season. I was gonna talk about Georgia Southern football on this channel, but I think I'm gonna do that on a separate live stream. Talk about that football. We'll talk about football on another live stream. But appreciate you hanging out with me, Tony. Appreciate anyone else who's hanging out there watching, and anyone who might be watching this live stream after the actual live stream. People who are just watching it after it already happened. Appreciate you watching. For anyone who's watching now and anyone who's watching after the live stream, hit that like button for me. It helped the stream reach out to more and more people when you hit the like button. So please hit that like for me, and then hit that subscribe button for me as well, man. Hit that subscribe for me. If you enjoyed the NBA talk, enjoyed the vibes, hit that subscribe button for me. We got 29 subscribers. My shorts that I've been doing has really been doing really good. So, hey, we're on the road to getting 100 subscribers. So the channel's doing good starting off right now. You play college football 26? I played a little bit. I played a little bit earlier today, but I didn't get to play that much of it. I'm not at home right now, so I didn't get to play that much of it right now. But I played a little bit of it with my college. I like it. My college football stadium looks so good in the game. Looks so good. But I plan to stream college football when I get back home. I plan to stream it. Gotcha. That gameplay feels better. It does. That's one of the biggest things I noticed when I was streaming. I mean, not streaming, when I was playing the college football game before I left home. It feels so much better than 25. It feels better. They improved it. They definitely improved it. Gameplay feels so smooth, and the lightning and the players in the game look even better. But we're gonna go and end this stream. Appreciate everybody, man. Once again, hit that like button for me so it can reach out to more and more people. And if you enjoyed the live stream, hit that subscribe. But we're gonna go and get up out of here, man. I don't care for college, but I bet it's cool playing at the college you went to. Oh yeah, it is. And that's one of my favorite things about. I'm gonna say this and then I'll get ready to head out before my laptop die. That's one of my favorite things about playing the college football game. I enjoy playing as my college, and that's one thing I like about it. Having a chance to play as my university. So that's one of the coolest things about playing that college football game. I love football already. Love football, one of my favorite sports. But having a chance to play as my college is the best thing about the game. And then I already know all the players on the team too, so that makes it even better. But it's dope. It is dope playing with my college. It's dope. I bet, bro. That's why you like it, LOL. Exactly. That's why I like it, man. Exactly. But peace out, bro. Peace out to you too, man. All right, peace, bro. All right, everyone. Y'all have a good night, man. Peace out, bro. Peace out, Tony. We'll see everybody on the next live stream. Have a good night, everybody.